On April the 22nd, the Russian military again fired on the civilian infrastructure of Kharkiv and the region. Residential areas in Kharkiv were affected, including Saltivka, Oleksiivka, Zhuky, Pyatikhatki, and Khateze. This was reported by Kharkiv Regional Military Administration. In Korotych, as a result of shelling by the occupiers, the fire broke out in one of the warehouses. 6 people were injured and 1 person died. In total, the occupiers caused 56 blows from artillery, multiple rocket launchers, and mortars in the region during the day. In a morning address on April the 23rd, the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine stated that some Russian soldiers who committed atrocities in Bucha in the Kyiv region had been eliminated near Izum. According to available information, units of the 64th Separate Motorized Rifle Brigade, which took an active part in the mass killing, torture, and rape of civilians in the Ukrainian city of Bucha, are operating in the area of Izum and have already suffered casualties. The collection and exhumation of the bodies of those killed during the temporary occupation of the city of Bucha is about to complete in Kyiv region. So far, 412 victims have been identified. Mayor Anatoly Fedoruk said on his Facebook page. According to him, after the work of investigators and experts, the exact number of dead may still change. 117 bodies, including 30 women and 2 children, were retrieved from the mass grave near the church of St. Andrew I Cold. This means that every 3rd victim in Kyiv region is from Bucha. There are killed, shot, burned bodies of civilians. There are hospital patients who could not be buried after February the 24th because the Russian didn't allow the funeral service to enter the cemetery. There are several guys from the armed forces of Ukraine, the statement reads. On April the 16th, Russia launched 3 cruise missiles over the South Ukrainian nuclear power plant. They were supposedly released from the territory of Belarus in the direction of Mykolaiv. One of them was recorded by surveillance cameras. The threat of hitting a nuclear reactor with possible consequences, a nuclear catastrophe, was high, Energoatom reports. On April the 22nd, the Russian military shelled the town of Popasna in Luhansk region. 2 residents died as a result of shelling of residential neighborhoods. 1 was injured, said the head of Luhansk Regional Military Administration, Serhiy Haidai. In the evening, a 66-year-old resident of Popasna was killed and his wife was injured in the shelling. Another man also received injuries incompatible with life. 3 residential buildings were damaged in Popasna and Rubizhne. On April the 22nd, rescuers detonated a 500-kilogram bomb at the bottom of the Desna River in Chernihiv. The shell remained there after the Russian army tried to blow up a bridge connecting Chernihiv and Kyiv. Currently, demining is underway in all liberated territories of Ukraine. Since the beginning of the full-scale Russian invasion, 76,597 dangerous objects have been detected and neutralized. Also, pyrotechnics of the State Emergency Service neutralized almost 547.5 kilograms of explosives, including 1,952 aircraft bombs. During a patrol in Rubizhne, the National Guard saw 2 young men wandering the city under constant enemy fire. The children said their mother had disappeared and their father was in another city. Police were unable to find the boy's mother. The children were first brought to one of the hospitals in Severodonetsk, where they were fed and provided with psychological assistance. The next day, the police contacted the boy's father, who is in Poltava. At present, the children are not in danger. They were taken to their father. Fighters of the armed forces at the front will receive thousands of consecrated Easter breads. On the eve of the holiday, they are baked in almost every Ukrainian city and village to raise the fighting spirits of the military. More than 150 Easter breads for the armed forces, as well as people who were forced to leave their homes, were baked by women from Novoselivka community. Products and ingredients for the Easter basket are the initiative of the people. We did not spend a penny from the budget. The people themselves took the initiative to raise money and buy all the ingredients for Easter breads and for the Easter basket. The housewives say that they prepared Easter bread according to the ancient recipe of their ancestors and put warmth, faith, hope, and love in this process. I joined this because I have a son in the army and I want to do something nice for our defenders. Children were responsible for decorating Easter cakes for the military and internally displaced people. An Easter greeting was attached to each Easter cake. We want to present these to our soldiers, so we are making these Easter breads.